Remember that back in the winter, money was given to councils to fund what were known as warm hubs. These are places that gave people somewhere to go when they were struggling to heat their own homes. Now, though, research by BBC Wales has found that the majority of local authorities have kept them open into the summer. Many have transformed into vibrant community spaces, as our business correspondent Hugh Thomas has been finding out.
In a small building on the edge of Pontllew Park in Swansea, there's a cuppa for everyone.
How many cups of tea are you making a day in a minute?
About 50, I would say, because most of them have a couple. Yeah, tea and coffee, yeah.
Lynn is one of the volunteers manning the cafe. They're all gardeners who are now serving tea in a renovated football changing block. Money to develop a warm hub here over the winter has helped the community to blossom.
We've had quite a few people come. They'll come for a few weeks and then they'll go. But there's a hardcore of about 20 to 25 volunteers that will come at any one time. And they garden and then they work the hub.
Warm hubs offered a practical solution to a pressing issue, somewhere that people could go without worrying about the cost of heating their homes. In Pontllew, it also offered a new space when the town seemed to have lost so much.
Well, since it opened, been coming every Wednesday. And it's a means of getting out and meeting other people. And with it being the other end of the village to where I live, I've met people that I've never met before.
Well, I only started coming a fortnight ago, so now I intend coming regularly.
Back in the winter, warm hubs solved an expensive problem. They allowed people to switch off the lights at home and come to places like this to keep warm during the day. But now that the sun is out, warm hubs are continuing because they've developed into thriving community spaces. There are 60 warm hubs still running in the Swansea Council area, including this one at Bont Elim Community Church in Pontarddulais. They say there's no onus on religion for the people who drop in for free cups of tea in the morning.
At the time where the counties were developing it as a warm hub, there was a national campaign around the whole thing of a warm welcome. Now, the advantage of that to us is that when heat no longer became an issue, the warm welcome continues to be an essential need.
Welsh Government funding for warm hubs stopped in April, and there's no decision on whether they'll be supported next winter. But these hubs still offer safe spaces in over half of Wales's local authorities, with Swansea having the highest number.
We saw not just people responding to that and meeting the immediate need of keeping people warm during the winter months, but now we've got into the wonderful summer sun. Those hubs have sort of turned into community spaces now where people are meeting regularly and they've really taken on a life of their own, which is brilliant.
Warm hubs were meant to be for winter, but the community spirit behind so many of them kept them open well after the weather warmed up.
To Pembrokeshire now.